What we do here is go back.
Mascots are here, ladies and gentlemen. Finally unlock these things, and we're going to jump right into some gameplay to show you guys what they're all about. Okay, now you've probably seen it on other people's videos and whatnot, but you've never seen it on my LeBron James build, and it is glitchy. But I want everyone to comment right now what rep you got to. Obviously, a lot of people were grinding, putting in tons and tons of hours this weekend because of the ×3 and ×4 rep. So let me know what rep you're at right now. But check this out, we are on my LeBron James facilitating finisher build, and right off the rip, as you can see, wearing this coyote, I am probably 8 feet tall, 9 feet tall, and it's a breath of fresh air. Because if you guys remember from last year in 2K19, when you threw on that mascot, everyone became the same height. It was like everyone became 6'7", I think it was 6'6". So even on my stretch big that was like 7 feet tall, it was making me look like a midget with minimum wingspan. But this year things have changed. Mascots are back to the way mascots are supposed to be, and I am a freaking giant. I mean, look at me. My player is 6'7". I'm taller than, even if there's a 7'3" glass cleaner on the court, I'm still taller than him. Like, it's super glitchy, super overpowered, and as you can see, we're still catching contact dunks all day long. Now in this video, I am on my respec or remake build of my LeBron James build. Still the same exact build, but you guys remember I threw on that playmaking takeover, and it is super fun to play with. You guys saw the intro. We were dropping people like crazy during dime time and dunk fest. It was insane. Now in this video, I'm running with my boy Nut. You guys know Nut, man. He's a hell of a player, and he does not miss, bro. Nah, but me and Nut were going crazy for real. But one thing I noticed for real about the mascots is, okay, you guys know my build only has one defensive badge, and I am athletic and he's strong, so the defense is better than you would think. But putting on the mascot really does help your defense. One, it's pretty obvious, right? Because of your size. Like, you know, it's easier to get a shot contest because you're so tall. But also, I don't know, I feel like it just helps you stay in front of people because maybe like the hitbox is bigger, or maybe it actually does make you just a little more agile wearing the coyote. I don't know, but I feel like it helps your defense. But check this out. I've never no-lifed the game more than what I just did this weekend. Like, I've always liked to play video games, but I never consider myself really like a gamer. You know, I was always an athlete growing up, and I always looked at it that way, and I just enjoyed playing video games. But to no-life the game like I did this weekend really opens my eyes to the people that do that every single day. It's exhausting. Like, I was shot after this weekend. I grinded from I was Elite 2, like, I forget, like 80 something percent. I hit Elite 3, and then I grinded 43% of a Legend bar in one weekend. I was so tired, bro, I had to sleep for like 3 days. I was shot from playing this game constantly. I don't know how people do it. I give them a lot of credit. Because it sounds stupid, but it's tiring. But I wanted to get as much done as I could, because ×3 and ×4 rep, it hits different, you know what I mean? So I just said, you know, I'm gonna knock out as much as I can this weekend so that, you know, we can hit this legend ASAP, because the content, like I said in my last Elite 3 video, is gonna be crazy when I hit legend. I cannot wait. The NBA player videos are gonna be even better. It's gonna open up so many more possibilities. I'm just super excited, because it's gonna be something vicious. Now, I know coming up they have a couple double rep events coming up this weekend, like Dunk Fest and stuff. But what I'm hoping for is that they bring, because they have to bring Puma back, I'm assuming, right? Like, if Puma sponsors 2K, there's no way they could just do away with the event. You know what I mean? They sponsored them. They promised them a certain amount of events. They got to bring it back. So if they bring back Puma, I'm going to hit legend, like, during that Puma, whenever it is, because times 2, times 3, times 4 for a weekend. I can no life it again and bang out the rest of this bar for sure. Plus, you got to realize I'm gonna be playing on it a little bit here and there. Plus, you know, I'll probably grind the double rep events coming up this weekend. That'll get me to knock out a decent amount of percent. But if they give us the times 3, times 4 rep, this legend bar should be no problem at all. But I'm not gonna lie, this bar does not move, bro. Like, if you play a regular park game and say, you know, you're gonna, like, let's say 12k rep for the game, this bar does not move. You don't go up at all. You got to play probably 2, sometimes 3 games just to get 0.1. So that's why the times 3 and times 4 rep is crazy, because you're getting at least 0.1 every game. Sometimes you're getting 0.2, which obviously, listen, I understand that's not a lot, but it does make the bar fly by. You guys don't understand, playing 3 park games just to get 0.1, that's crazy. That takes so much time, and that's why the times 3, times 4 is crucial. So we're hoping that Puma comes back. And listen, I mean, you see us on this mascot, we're greening up like crazy. It wasn't like this at first, I'm gonna be honest. It took me a little while to get used to. I could not shoot to save my life, because as you guys see, when I shoot jump shots, my hands are like inside of my head. I can't see my hands. Usually when I look at my shot, I'm looking at my hands to see, you know, when to release the shot. But on this, you can't see your hands. So I had to get used to that. At first, I was shooting big bricks, but then I started to get used to it. And as you can see, no problems at all. Greening up like crazy, especially off ankle breakers with the playmaker takeover. It boosts your shot so much. It's so easy to green. That's one thing I really like about the playmaker takeover. Plus, it's fun to play on. I mean, who doesn't want to drop people to the ground every time they get it? But we got one more gameplay for you where we get some crazy clips. So listen, if you're still here, I appreciate you. Make sure you drop a like on the video if you haven't already. And let's get right into the last gameplay. So while y'all watch this and enjoy it, let me tell you what I'm planning on doing. So once I hit legend, obviously I'm gonna have my first ever LeBron build. That's gonna have over 100 badge upgrades. It's gonna be crazy epic, because that's the build that started it all. But what I'm thinking about doing is possibly remaking a build specifically to be my legend LeBron build, because you got to realize, getting those 10 extra badge upgrades per category, I could probably make the build a little bit better. Now, I won't get as many badges, but maybe if I put on a little more defense, take off a little bit of finishing, because listen, after you get the plus 10 finishing upgrades, I'm gonna have 32 finishing badges on this dude. I don't really need 32 finishing upgrades. Like, even 22, I already have more than I need. So maybe I throw those badge upgrades somewhere, I mean, or those attribute points somewhere else, maybe on the rebounding or something. I'm not really sure what I want to do, but definitely gonna have some more unique builds coming. Plus, you know, like I said, my LeBron James build at legend, over 100 badge upgrades. My Giannis build at legend. My Russell Westbrook build at legend. All these NBA player builds at legend. Like, the gameplays are going to be insane. The amount of badges and just how dominant these builds are going to be, and how much more I can make them play like they're real life players, is going to be crazy. Because the one thing I always say, 2K doesn't allow you to make these absolute great NBA players because they'd be too OP. But getting 40 more badge upgrades gets us a lot closer to actually making LeBron or Giannis or Kevin Durant or any of these other great NBA players. So I'm super excited for that, because listen, we're trying to make these players as close as possible, and being a legend, it's only going to help us do that. But as you can see, ankle breakers for days out here, breaking them, shooting greens, breaking them, driving to the cup, whatever it is. The only thing that's annoying about the playmaking takeover, honestly, is to get ankle breakers, you really only have 2 choices this year. You either got to do a snatchback like that, or a half spin. Like, if you know, you used to be able to, you know, momentum behind the back, it would break somebody, or, you know, just on a regular momentum crossover, sometimes they would stumble. But this year, it's like, if you don't do a half spin or a snatchback, you're not going to break them. So it's like, can you set up that move to try to get ankles? But a lot of times people just sit under the basket, or they just hold B, or whatever the case may be. I wish there was more variety to it, but it's still fun. When you get the animation, it's still fun. It's still funny to see people drop and whatnot. But I wish there was more variety to the ways that you could break people. But as you can see, we got 18. Throw it over to Nut. He's going to give it right back because I got takeover. He's going to go spot up. We're going to try to go for another clip. But, you know, like I said, you're not always going to get it with these. You see he's holding B and whatnot. Drive right past them. Easy dunk. People just really, once you get that playmaker takeover, it's like their goal isn't even to try to stop you anymore. It's just to try not to get broken. But listen, hopefully y'all enjoyed the video, man. We finally got mascots. As you can see, mascots this year make you an 8-foot tall speed boosting demigod on my facilitating finisher. But listen, drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. About to wrap this game up. Got 2 ankle breakers, pull up, big whites, but it goes down, man. Appreciate y'all watching. I'm out. Peace.